My sister, Mekayla, vanished a year ago. It has been the saddest year of my life. I don't understand what happened to Mekayla. I just want her to come home.
Social media is the most dangerous thing out there. Some people use it for good, but others not so much. Kids use social media to talk to their friends and play video games. But what if your child is talking to a stranger and you may not know it? This is the case of Mekayla Bali and how she disappeared without a trace after using social media and the app Kick. Hey guys, before I start, thank you for being here. But don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. The usual. Yes, I think that social media is the most dangerous thing out there. It's evolving day by day, and kids these days don't know who they're talking to, but it's not their fault. They're filled with lies and promises from these strangers and predators. But okay, let's get right into the video. Mekayla Bali was a Canadian resident who at 16 years old vanished on April 12, 2016. She was described as a homebody and would use the messenger app Kick and other popular platforms at the time. Mekayla was last seen at a bus station around 1 p.m. That was the last time anybody ever saw her. Mekayla was born on July 2nd, 1999, just days shy from Independence Day. She was described as a child who did not give her mother any problems. Her mother said she was a shy and quiet girl. She mentioned that Mekayla enjoyed playing the violin and attended the drama club at Sacred Heart High School, where she was in her junior year. It was said that Mekayla would get bullied due to her acne, but her mother said around the time of her disappearance, she was thriving. In the days leading up to her disappearance, Mekayla's high school friends told reporters that Mekayla mentioned places she would soon visit. They additionally said that Mekayla claimed that she had 5,000 Canadian dollars in her bank account, but police came out saying that it was not even close to what she actually had in her bank account. On Monday, April 11th, one day before she vanished, she texted one of her friends to see if she can get a ride to the neighborhood TD Bank the following morning. She also talked to the bank multiple times that day and wired $25 to her account. In the evening, she sent messages to a few different friends expressing that she was really worried about something and required help. Before we go any further, in order for you to understand the following, there is a timeline of events that police made with extensive research from the day Mekayla went missing. On April 12 at 6:41 a.m., Mekayla texted the same friend again, requesting a lift to the nearby TD Bank. Because the bank was not yet open, the friend declined. That morning, Mekayla was driven to school by her grandma, who arrived between 8:10 and 8:20 a.m. outside of the school. According to CCTV evidence, she leaves the school through the rear entrance around 8:30 a.m., minutes after her grandmother dropped her off at school. Then Mekayla went to a pawn shop called Terry's Pawn and Bargain, and there she tried to pawn a silver ring between 8:40 and 8:50 a.m. Because the ring was of poor value, the clerk did not give her an offer. She was observed visiting the bank shortly afterwards, between 8:50 and 8:55 a.m., taking $55 from her account. At around 9:10 a.m., cameras saw her entering a Tim Hortons/Wendy's restaurant, purchasing a drink and sitting at a table. There was a moment when she appeared to disassemble and reassemble her phone. She left the restaurant less than 15 minutes later, came back, and went out a different way. She was seen by many cameras around the restaurant throughout the course of the following 25 minutes. During this period, she moved in a counterclockwise motion, forming a large circle that encircled the restaurant. She went back to the restaurant at 9:49 a.m. and took a seat at a different table. She continued to use her phone for the next 20 minutes, sending texts and making what happened to appear a long phone conversation. Mekayla then texted a friend at 10:12 a.m. stating, "Hey, I need help," and then a few minutes later, "Never mind, I figured it out." She then stepped out and then back into the building. Mekayla then struck up a brief chat with an elderly woman at 10:43 a.m. who informed the police that Mekayla had requested her assistance in booking a hotel room, an offer she had turned down. Following the talk, Mekayla picked up her phone once again and made her last exit from the building. At 11:35 a.m., she texted her friend, "I'll see you at lunch," and then she returned to school at 11:59 a.m., where she met 2 other students in the lunchroom. They verified that Mekayla informed them of her intentions to board the bus to Regina for a supposed vacation. CCTV captured her exiting the school at 12:03 p.m. She then appeared at the Trail Stop restaurant, which is connected to the bus terminal, where she had lunch. According to eyewitnesses, she exited the restaurant between 1 and 1:45 p.m. After that, no one recalls seeing her, and she isn't recorded on any further security tape. Authorities managed to establish that Mekayla did not board any of the buses that day. She was last seen wearing glasses, a teal/mint infinity scarf, pants, and a 3/4 length burgundy or purple coat with her blonde wavy hair down. Mekayla's phone was switched off the next morning at 6:51 a.m. Police say that Mekayla hasn't used any of her social media since the day she disappeared. Allegedly, 3 months later, a Snapchat message made to her by a friend had been opened. Yet, it was unclear if anybody opened it and watched it, because I heard that back then, Snapchat would open automatically the own messages, meaning maybe it wasn't even Mekayla that opened it. Police confirmed that there has not been any activity in her bank account, and she does not have a passport, which is required to travel, so she hasn't gone out of Canada. Mekayla's disappearance came to light when Mekayla's grandmother went to pick her up after school. She saw that she was nowhere to be found. Frantic, her grandmother alerted Mekayla's mother about the whole situation when they couldn't find her themselves. Both of them would go to police to report her missing, and that's when police made hours of extensive CCTV research of the footage, and research has been found that she may have been messaging strangers using Kik, an app that allows you to keep your chats private, but unfortunately it cannot be confirmed due to the app's policy. A lot of people claim to have seen Mekayla in Vancouver, Edmonton, and many more places, but when officials went to search the area, it was either too late or a false sighting. Mekayla's family went on to raise 25,000 Canadian dollars in order to have that as a reward for anyone who would know any information regarding Mekayla's whereabouts. But later on, an anonymous donor helped raise the price for the reward from 25 to 50,000. Now the reward is up to 100,000 Canadian dollars. Mekayla's case has been talked about by everyone. You can hear it in YouTube, Instagram, many places. Many people have gathered their own theories. Those theories include her running away, taking her own life, being trafficked, and the most plausible theory of them all, she became the target of a predator on the messaging app Kik. The app Kik was very popular in the early 2015, and many kids would use it to message their friends there. Think about it just like the app Messenger from Facebook. You can send emojis and much more. On March 1st, 2016, Mekayla wrote on her Snapchat and Instagram, "Looking for Snapchat friends? Because I have none in real life. Add me," which made a lot of people believe that a predator was texting Mekayla before she even disappeared. But as a fellow person who used Kik during that time, I will tell you myself that there were a lot of profiles claiming that they were like teenagers, but they weren't. So you can be fooled easily with that. But that was not the most scary part about it. It's scary that you don't know who you're talking to. It's scary that grown men can make themselves pass by as a teenager, as a 13, 14, 15-year-old. So there is a possibility that Mekayla, knowing well she wanted to make new friends, she fell into a predator's trap. But Mekayla's whereabouts are still unknown. Thank you for watching my video. If you're a fan of the true crime, go ahead and watch my previous videos. Don't forget, we're a community here. We spread awareness. Please feel free to put your theories down below in the comments. I'm gonna read them and I wanna know what you're thinking. But I'll see you in the next one.